So guys, welcome back to ES Motor, the home of the world's fastest Porsches. It is absolutely packed right now. We've got cars everywhere. We've got Cayennes, we've got 992s, we've got 997s, we've got 991s, everything, and even something a little bit special here, but more about that later on. So guys, our Carrera development has been ongoing and we are actually working on a lot of cars. We try and put all of the cars that we work on in the videos, but it does sometimes get a bit difficult. However, we have been inundated with cars that have been tuned incorrectly previously and we're having to rectify these issues. One of them is this 992 Carrera 2S that came in. It had a stage 2 completed previously elsewhere, and the customer was complaining of repeated limp modes. So the car would just cut all power while he's driving. He could be on the motorway and all of a sudden he's got no power. So it was quite a dangerous issue. So he came in, brought that in, we rectified that, we identified the issues in the tune which were causing it, and we sorted it out, and now the car is making some great power and the customer's a very happy guy.
So guys, behind me we have a 992 Carrera on the dyno. We've just got our first base runs done. It is making good power and we're ready to turn it up. Let's go.
So guys, after's 992 C2S, we've now sorted it out. It's making the correct power, but more importantly, it doesn't keep cutting out on him and it's running exactly how it should do. So power-wise, it made 560 wheel horsepower. So that's pretty solid for one of these on a stage 2. That translates to 660 horsepower at the crank. Now, let's see what that compared to on the previous tune. So, previously it made a little bit less power. In total, it was a 50 wheel horsepower less, and that's pretty consistent all the way through from 5k onwards. Now, one thing I want to show you here. Now, down low, these other tunes, what people do is they spike them down low, and this gives the bum dyno a feeling of the car might be quicker. However, it's not the best way to tune it because you are also creating extra torque down low, which isn't the safe part. That's not where you want to be creating peak torque. You want to be bringing it in later on, and the power needs to be gradual as well. So it drives better, the car is happier, and most importantly, you get faster times.
100.
Next up, we have Hassan's 992 C4S convertible. This car has been with us a few times. It came in initially for a stage 2 tune, and then after that it had our first version of the hybrid turbos, and now he is in for our latest version. So as the cars come back in for the tune upgrades, we've also identified another potential issue which could hinder the performance of the car when we turn the power up, and Danny's going to take you through that right now.
So guys, we have got Hass's 992 Carrera 4S back in with us. He's come in for some hybrid turbos. Now, we found an issue with the car before we was going mad with it. So with the 2020 model 992s, they're getting injector faults on them. Now, Porsche have actually superseded the part number on these injectors, so which means that they've created new injectors for these cars. We've had quite a few come in and out at the moment with these injector faults, but we've rectified it, we're getting it sorted now. His hybrid turbos are going on, and we'll be putting it on the dyno, getting some more power for Hass, because he loves the power. He'll be taking this on a few trips that he did last year as well, but with more power, so he can show these boys with their big hypercars that this car here can make some mad numbers.
So guys, Hassan's C4 992 convertible, C4S, before everyone starts correcting me, C4S. Not GTS, not C4, it's the Carrera 4S. That made 722 wheel horsepower, and look at that curve. Again, you know, it's coming in really nicely, and it's a flat torque curve, holding all the way to the end. The same with the turbo, very linear, it comes in and it's holding that power. This ensures that the car puts down fast times and it is safe. It's not over boosting it down low in the lower RPMs where you're just going to get wheel spin, and you know, it makes the car not very drivable. But once again, listen, we're in the game of making cars fast. Someone may want a higher peak figure or earlier on or whatever, I don't know. Some people like these graphs better than the real numbers on the street. We use this as a tuning tool and we put the numbers out on the road. However, Hassan is going to be taking his car down to Santa Pod. It's his first time out in the car at an event. First time out, he's going to be drag racing this car, so let's see exactly how that went.
Low 10s, yeah. I hope I do better, but yeah.
Is this your first time on track as well?
First time on track with this, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on here before loads of times, so
yeah.
Let's have a look. Right, go.
And that's always the same. That's always the same. That seems like cheating to me.
Hassan absolutely smashed that at Santa Pod, taking out McLaren tuned 720Ss, 750s, you know, a whole load of heap of supercars that stood no chance up against Hassan's ES900. Now this package is pretty popular with the Carreras. You don't need to have a S or a 4S. It can actually be replicated with a Carrera base as well. We have another Carrera in right now, which is a Carrera base car. It's a convertible, but it's getting the exact same package. So we're very excited to see what that gets in terms of numbers. It should be exactly the same as this one, which equals a very, very fast convertible. So guys, it is time for the main event, the main attraction, the Batmobile built for the #1 Marvel fan around. He actually is, if you check it out. But Dan, listen, tell us about this car, man. How good is it?
This one is coming in ES900 package. It's coming totally stock. And there's a funny story behind it as well, actually, because he only told me not long ago, actually, that he's actually building it for his son and his son doesn't even know. So he's come here from Monaco to the UK, took his son's car off him, bought it here to get some mental package done. He's gone for our full ES900 kit, Techart wings, our own ESMOTOR wheels, fully forged wheels, MEF kit. He's gone all out. This car is stunning. So yeah, carry on watching because this thing is mad.
Right guys, so as you can see, we've got Mark's car on the ramp. This is a 992 Turbo S. We are fitting our ES900 kit to this. So we have just finished fitting the hybrid turbos and the titanium exhaust, as you can see down there, looking pretty. This one also has our headers as well, our ES headers. I'm just finishing off the MEF kit as well. So that's all wired up and plumbed in, and then it is also having CSF intercoolers as well, along with our ES intake kit. So yeah, we'll get it all boxed up, get it on the dyno and see what it does.
Ryan has done all of the meth lines, made it look nice and discreet, nice and OEM. Other than this little gauge in the glove box, you wouldn't even be able to tell that this car has meth.
So guys, we've got Mark's car on the dyno now. The ES900 upgrades have been done. So we're going to run it up. We're going to be doing the map switch. So there will be actually 3 maps on this car. One will be meth with 99 fuel. One will be meth with low octane fuel for the Euro trips. And the third one will be a non-meth map for all types of fuel, 95 to 99. So yeah, we'll put it's on the dyno now. We're going to run it up and see exactly what it makes.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready at all for that big bang, and my ears are now ringing, so that's great. So guys, we've got Danny stripping the front end, getting it ready for the new Techart wings going on the car. Now these Techart wings are going to look absolutely insane, really tie the whole build together and make it look like an 1100 horsepower Porsche.
So the Techart kit is now fitted on Mark's 992 ES900. We're just finishing off the suspension. Yes, it's a bit of a mess here because we're trying to get it done quick and out the door. So we have probably got about another 10-15 minutes on the car. We can get it on the ground with its new wheels, which this car's going to look insane. So this is the first time that we've actually fitted a Techart kit to a fully blacked out car. And yeah, it speaks for itself, man. So yeah, keep watching because this thing's going to be insane.
So guys, for those of you that follow us, you may have remembered this car from a previous video. It came in a completely bone stock looking 992 turbo. It's a non-turbo S, it's a turbo model, and yeah, it was just like completely stock one, and we've transformed it to this. It looks absolutely stunning. So we've gone with the Techart front wings, also our own carbon fiber bonnet, carbon fiber side skirts on there. We've also fitted the Bilstein Evo SE coilover suspension, and obviously it has to have our own custom wheels on there as well. These are 22-21 inch in size, our own custom offset as well, and it's all been wrapped up with some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres as well. But the way that looks and it sits is just, it's epic. It looks so good. We've also put the carbon rear wing on the back there as well, and some Techart carbon rear exhaust tips just for the final finishing touch on there as well. It's just yeah, it's completely transformed the look of the car. It came in looking stock, it now looks like a Batmobile, and guess what, it also makes just shy of 1100 brake horsepower. He went with our ES900 package. We went with the larger Turbo S cores instead of the stock turbo cores, and it made a nice number. Find out exactly what it made. We'll go over to the dyno now and see. So guys, Mark's 992 Turbo is complete. It's ready to rock and roll, and it's making some serious power. So he is making 904 wheel horsepower, which works out to be 1080 brake horsepower at the crank. But this is going to be a very fast car. I'm telling you, this is going to be a very fast cab, because just look at that graph. I can tell from that. Just when that torque comes in, look how flat that is, and it keeps on going up. Peak torque is quite late, it's at 6,800, so you know it's not coming in too early, and it's not dangerous for the stock motor, and that power curve is very, very linear as well. So yeah, that's going to translate to an extremely fast cab. We have our 21-22 inch wheel set up on this. He's also going for the Bilstein Evo SE coilovers. Mark has literally gone all out. He's ticked every option possible, and it is worth it. Check out the numbers. So, okay, Shaz, we are done with the high horsepower cars. Now listen, I want to show you something real cool. Come through here. This thing came in the other day, and it's Rebase's new whip. You guys are not ready for this, yeah? Wait. Check this out. This thing is...
Boom, yeah?
This is, yeah. This is exactly that. Look at it. Renault 5 GT Turbo, man. This thing's epic. Proper max power. Ali G in the house. So for you guys who don't know, we do sometimes sell some cars here as well on the side. It's only stuff that we really like, you know, because all of us here are petrol heads. So sometimes if a car comes up, we'll get it, we'll use it for a bit and then, you know, sell it. We had a C63 AMG W204 that I was in and had the performance pack LSD, whatnot, that's why we got it in. But yeah, we had a call on that car and the guy's like, look, will you take a part exchange? I was like, okay, yeah, cool. What have you got? He said he's got a Renault 5 GT Turbo. Now for me, nostalgia kicked in. I don't know about a lot of our viewers, but back in the day when I was younger, these things on the street, they were a menace to society, you know, 200, 300 horsepower in one of these. It was a lot of power back then, it was fast. Those of you who are from London might know the A10 days. I remember there was a really quick one back in the day out there. A couple of my mates had these as well. But yeah, and I just was one of those things that was pretty cool. And then when he sent me the pictures, I was like, yeah, it's got to be done. It's legit max power. If this was back in the day with max power, that would be a, you know, a show-winning car. This on the OG battles, maybe. Get this up against Affy's GTR. Mate, bro, this thing, we drove it, like, for you guys who haven't been able to drive any cars that were built in the 80s, there's no power steering, no brakes, nothing. Like, it's literally pure manual madness with everything. Yeah, it's just raw. Literally, it's just raw. So guys, listen, we don't know what power it is. It's got a hybrid turbo. Apparently it's got a cam in there as well. You know, there's like a folder full of modifications on it. The question is, shall we put this thing on the dyno to see what power it makes? Or, I don't know, is it gonna blow up? I don't know. I'm a bit worried it might blow up, but I think we gotta put it on the dyno to see, right? Let's see. Let us know in the comments below. Shall we dyno this?